Welcome back to Pittsburgh Today Live. It is Veterans Day, a day we're honoring the men and women who served our country through the armed forces. Thank you to all of you veterans watching today, and we do have a very special story to share with you this morning. I'd like to introduce you to Fred Gregorich and his cousin, Jean Brinkley. Welcome to both of you. You may recognize Fred here. Tell everybody where they last saw you here on the show.
It was about a month and a half ago.
And what were you doing?
The Steeler tailgate party outside where we had the band, Jack Hattie's band,
right.
and I was playing
in the band.
Stomach Steinway.
But there, you had a story that you told me about that's just incredible. It involves your brother. Now, how many years apart were you guys?
9 years difference in age.
So you were 11 when your family heard the news that your brother Ed had been killed.
Right.
Can you tell everybody about his service and what you heard?
Well, he was in the service in the Air Corps, Army Air Corps in those days for 9 months. Trained in Lincoln, Nebraska, Las Vegas. Ended up in Moses Lake, Washington, and where he was flying from when the accident happened was in Lewistown, Montana, near Great Falls, which is one of the bigger towns in Montana. And one night, it was dark, it was night, of course, bad weather forecast. There was a missing instrument from the dash of the airplane, and they went up, and they lost it somehow. They don't know exactly what happened. And 11 of them were killed on ranch territory near Winnett, Montana. And
you've always been drawn to your brother and to this story, and it was your cousin Jean who said what? Go there and check it out.
Well, it was years that I wanted to go out that way and see this area, you know. And, of course, I was after him all these years, and finally we made it out there. What year was that? 1997.
And look what he found. Let's cut right to the chase. Look what he found. Tell everybody about this.
Well, we were out at the crash site. Mr. Gibson, Dick Gibson, son of the original owner of the property, took us out, and we found numerous pieces of the airplane, all sorts of really junk, you know. And Gene found a larger piece. We don't know what it's from. And we were there 3 hours, kind of walking around, taking pictures and video. And I did one last walk around, and I saw this plate sticking out of the ground. Thought it was a rating plate from a pump or a motor. And I pulled it out, and it just took me to my knees. It was my brother's dog tag. I picked it up and was reading my name backwards, and I knew immediately what I was looking at, you know.
Ed Gregorich. And when you find out more about the connection that the two of you have, even though you didn't get to spend that much time on this earth together, it doesn't seem strange in a way, because you found out some other connections that you brothers have.
After my mom's death in '98, I was going through her papers, and I found an application where he was trying to get employment at Jorvo Corporation on Neville Island, and never took it in. I ended up working there for 40 years and never knew about this application. Our birth dates are on the same date, 9 years apart, March 30th. And the thing that really blew me away was that my mom was sitting around the table about 35 years or 30 years ago talking with the family, and we were wondering what he would be doing if he was alive. And she said, well, he always said when he comes back from the service, he was going to buy an accordion. I never heard this before. Here, I've been playing one all these years. So it's a little uncanny, the ties between the two of us.
And on this Veterans Day, I know you're thinking of him. How does your family memorialize him on this day? I know you do it every day.
Yeah, his thoughts are with us every day, and that's about as much as I could, you know, say. It's just hard sometimes to live with and think about him. I have many fond memories of him, and so does Gene.
I know, and you guys are making it your business to go around and try to find out as much as you can find about these guys and what they did and what happened at the very end. And I wish you the best of luck in your endeavor there.
Yeah. One other thing, if I may, is that there was another fellow with him on the plane from McKees Rocks, which is where our family was from, Fred Malenchek, and I'm in touch with his sister Olga pretty consistently. And they're buried side by side at St. Mary's Cemetery in McKees Rocks. And they rode the airplane down together.
Well, our thoughts are with you today, and thank you so much for coming and sharing this incredible story. That bond can never be taken away, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Thank you so much, both of you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.